Fight's over. Fight's over.
What's up, everybody? My name is Eggberry and welcome back to another Overwatch video. Thank you guys as always for stopping in. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's just get right into the video. I apologize in advance. This video is going to be a little bit shorter than my usual 10-minute cap, but it's just been a super busy week for me offline, so I apologize for that, but we're just going to get right into the game here. As you can see, I am playing Reinhardt. I haven't really been playing a whole lot of tank in this game lately, but Reinhardt is still my go-to, as you guys know. Gonna try and push up on this Junkrat over here, who I'm able to take out successfully right there. Now I'm gonna pull back a little bit to get with my team and heal up a little bit. The Doomfist decided he was gonna try and ult in right there, but I was able to chime my charge and get him taken out pretty easily. Moving right along into the next clip, I am playing as Lucio here. As you can see, we are making the push onto the point. It hasn't even unlocked yet. It just officially did now. There are a couple people on the point right now, but we're just staying as a team, which I honestly prefer as a Lucio because I can heal more people that way. But I am pushing up a little bit to try and do a little bit of attack damage to the Roadhog there. As you can see, I know Roadhog versus Lucio, very epic battle. But you know, he managed to get away, and now I'm just gonna go back to what I thought was my normal job until I saw this Widowmaker over here, and I'm just like, all right, easy money, goodbye. I love doing that to people. The boop is so satisfying, especially when you can kill somebody with it. So it's just great. And now I'm focusing on this Genji over here, who we're able to take out as well. All right, back to my boy Junkrat here. As you can see, I'm making my way up top over to find this Orisa up top here. I knew that there was somebody back here. I wasn't exactly sure who it was, and I eventually made my way over and found them, and they were stupid enough to just walk right into my trap, and I was just able to throw my concussion mine and kill them pretty easily right there. Now focusing back on the main people, pushing up through the main section of the point, just kind of waiting for them to actually make their way back towards us. And eventually an Echo does start to make her way down here, where I'm just going to start putting some preliminary shots through just to see if I can do any damage ahead of time, but it really wasn't doing a whole lot for me. I do throw my mine down eventually, kind of just waiting for somebody to walk in, and eventually this Sigma does fall into my trap, and we get another freaking Elim, baby. Let's go. Later along in this same match, as you can see, we are about to win the game. We already won the first round, so we just need to capture this point here. I launched my ult in right there, and I ended up getting the Echo and the Kiriko, so I'm pretty happy with that. Now I'm just pushing forward a little bit to see if I can help out with the Sigma. He actually did end up doing a pretty good amount of damage to me, so I'm lucky I didn't die right there. Unfortunately, both the healers were dead at this time, so I was just kind of waiting for them to get back, and luckily they did in time to where I was able to step back out and get the Bastion without dying right there. And they are making a pretty good push onto the point right here, as you can see, trying everything to get here because they are just about out of time, but it just isn't enough, and we're able to get the W right here. Let's freaking go, baby. Easy money. All right, so this one really isn't too much of a clip on my end. It's just really more so just funny stuff happening during the game. I'm trying to heal up everybody as much as I can, and there's there's one of the things that happens. I'm not sure who that was, but they just absolutely went flying. There was somebody trying to go over to the right over here, so I was gonna go and find them if I could, but I just ended up going back to try and heal everybody, and then somebody else goes flying with their dead body right there. Yeah, that was just fucking goofy. All right, pushing along a payload here. As you can see, there is a Symmetra off over kind of by herself. So me, the Ball, and the Juno all start to focus on her. She does actually put up a little bit of a good fight just because of her turrets and everything, but we're able to get her taken care of pretty easily, and then I get rid of her turrets. There is a Sierra up top. She doesn't last long though because Chad locks eyes on her and just immediately mows her down. So GG's, Chad. Appreciate that one. Now we are just capping the point. I was stopping here, admittedly, to clip this clip, but it ended up not being a great time for it because people started pushing out of their spawn right there, and I was able to get another kill. So, you know, later along in this same match, we are about to actually get this W, and I was able to push the Symmetra up into the wall and just finish her off right there. So I thought that was pretty satisfying. I do end up dying right here, but it's okay because we get the W anyways. I'll take it. Back as Cat here, just healing up Logan and Chad as well as I can. Unfortunately, Chad does die right there, so I spoke a little too soon. Apologize for that one, buddy. But he will be back eventually. We are going to hold off as well as we can. In the meantime, he was playing Moira, so he is our other healer, unfortunately. But I'm going to try and do what I can to keep everybody alive in the meantime. There's a Reinhardt who I'm not sure exactly how, but he got like pushed up against the wall right there, so we were able to kill him really easily. There is a Junk Queen behind for some reason. I'm not sure how she got there. She must have gone through the hallway or something, but it didn't end up working out too well for her. Chad is back at this point now, but the Torbjorn is using his ult, and he was able to get the Domina, unfortunately. And I did almost die right there by like flying straight into the ult myself. Luckily, though, it didn't kill me, and I was able to survive. I was going to try an ult on the Reinhardt right here, but he ended up getting caught on something, and it didn't end up working out for me. Alright, so here there's actually a Roadhog that gets revived behind us for some reason. I'm not really sure he wanted to get revived in this situation, but, you know, I'm not going to complain about it. We get basically a free kill because of it, and I'm able to actually punch him in the stomach for the final hit. So, easy freaking money, baby. So this is right at the beginning of a game. The point hasn't even unlocked yet, and the enemy team is already getting like absolutely obliterated. The Ramatra and the Bastion are already gone, followed by the Emery shortly after. And then once the Orisa sees that her whole team is pretty much gone, she's just like, all right, we're not going to deal with that. And she just nopes out and ends up jumping off the map. So I thought that was pretty funny. And I was going to stop here and clip it, but eventually somebody did end up making their way to the point. I'm not sure how the Bastion got back so fast, but you know, whatever. He was able to annoy me enough to where I wasn't able to stop and do my clip, I guess. So fuck you, Bastion, for that. But anyways, we're just going to do our normal job and actually take the game seriously here. As you can see, healing up everybody, waiting, making sure the D.Va stays alive since she's not in her D.Va mech at the moment. I'm getting pretty low myself, so I appreciate the Mercy keeping me alive right there. Still kind of just waiting for the enemy team to make more of a move than they have, and they really honestly aren't doing much. The Emery and the Bastion do try to make their way up by themselves eventually right here, but I'm able to piece up the Emery myself, and the Bastion doesn't survive much longer after that, thanks to the rest of the team. Now, unfortunately, they did switch to a Widowmaker, so they were able to pick off the Mercy right there, as well as our freaking Sierra. So, not sure why they were still standing out in the open with the Widowmaker. The Mercy didn't know, but the Sierra could have moved out of the way, but whatever. We're still alive. I'm still alive anyways. Everybody else is for the most part, and there's somebody on their team switched to a Junkrat, as you can see. So I'm trying to 1v1 him on the point, and I end up getting the kill pretty easily. He didn't end up doing like anything to me, so easy money. In this clip, we are actually kind of just washing the other team, I won't lie. So this Orisa was just being chill, you know, just waving, saying hi to everybody. So I appreciate that. I wasn't going to shoot them. They were chill. I'm going to let them do their own thing. But the rest of the team wasn't so chill, so I decided I was going to go help out with the fight. And apparently my team wasn't really chill with the Orisa because they started shooting at her right here, and I'm not happy about it. Y'all need to leave her alone. Stop. I wish I could do something about it, but you know, unfortunately, they do end up dying right here. Rest in peace. Alright guys, this is unfortunately the last clip of the video. Like I said, this will be a little bit of a shorter one today. I apologize for that. It's just been a hectic week for me. I do have my ults just about ready, and luckily it was just in the perfect time because the Zarya and the Doomfist were both ulting right there. So I was able to keep my entire team alive, luckily enough for me. And now we were able to counter that pushback that they were trying to do on us, at least other than our Sigma anyways, who did end up getting killed, unfortunately. The Genji on the other team is trying to do way too much, but I end up getting the kill on him myself. But that is going to do it for this episode, though, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.
Things, I mean,
He's tickling his feet, man. He's
oh
tickling
my
his
God!
feet.
Who tickles another man's feet in a fight?
He's tickling his feet.
Who tickles another man's feet?